So we're going to go over searching Web of Science, the most effective way to get the research that you need. So first, Web of Science is different from Google. So with Google, you might type in an entire phrase or sentence or question with every word just like you would speak it. But Web of Science is a database and it doesn't need all those extra words. So what you want to do is think about your research topic, your thesis, and then identify the major concepts in your question or topic. So then we'll talk about identifying keywords and different ways that you can improve your results that you do get. So major concepts are the main ideas of your research question or topic. So here's a sample question, while pretending this is your research topic. How does climate change affect the behavior of birds? So with a database, you want to pull out those major concepts again and kind of ignore the other words. So the other words are just what we use to communicate with one another. That might be a question you would ask someone, or again, something you would type into Google. But the database doesn't need that. Those are just kind of useless noise words. So we want to remove those because they're not necessary and it won't help your research at all. So as you can see, since it tells you the answer, but our major concepts are going to be climate change, birds, and behavior. So those are the words that we want to focus on to start our research, and pull those out. And then we're going to think of keywords to go along with those major concepts. So keywords are words or phrases that relate to your major concepts in your topic, but it's a different way of saying something. So it could be synonyms, but it also could be just related terms, a different way to say something. So these can be used to either broaden or narrow your search, depending. It could include jargon if you have some very specific nitty-gritty jargon of what you're researching, or you might want to broaden your search and think about your major concepts in different terms. So an example would be, a very simple example would be, how do you talk about your cat? Do you call it a cat? Do you call it a feline? Do you call it a tabby? Do you call it by name? So that's just like a quick example of keywords and how they can be used. And so we're going back with our initial example, how does climate change affect the behavior of birds? So the major concepts are highlighted in red for you, and we're going to think about related keywords to those major concepts. So we made a table here with the major concepts at the top. And I encourage you to do the same if you're having trouble thinking of keywords. It's a nice visual way to organize your thoughts. And then under each major concept, we've put a list of different keywords. So as you can see, some of these words are more specific, some of these words are more broad. Birds, what type of bird are you talking about? Behavior, what behavior do you want to focus on in your research paper? Are you looking at all kinds of behavior, or are you being super specific and you only want to talk about migration, for example? So as you get your initial results in the database, you might want to revisit this table and add keywords or change your searches around. If your results aren't what you were looking for initially, don't get discouraged because there's no one way to do this. You want to be strategic in how you think of these different keywords and combine them. Try different combinations. If you're really having trouble, don't hesitate to reach out to the librarians to help you, because that's what we're here for. It's not an exact science. And I would encourage you to try different combinations of different keywords and do more than one search. You're not going to get everything you want just with your one initial search. So don't get discouraged. It happens to everybody. And let's see. Okay, so again, you can use those major concepts as keywords in your searches. And we will talk about how to broaden or narrow your search in the next video.